crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
The penetrator. Now, come on, look, because I always went the farthest into the target, goddammit. Libya, Tunisia, Lebanon, it was me, pal. I was always first in, last out.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to, but it's vulnerable out in the open.
Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. That intro gets me amped up, too. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm like, yeah, it's Alina, Jester, Andy Masterson. Yeah. Culture Casino. What the hell are you doing here? Good morning.
He's blow drying his hair while he's watching.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Moosing it all up, making it pretty.
Should I put curls in this morning or not? Where are my rollers? Boss, where's my rollers?
the regular foamy ones?
The little pink ones or the soup cans, darling? The soup cans.
God.
Oh my God. Mikey, what's up, Mikey? How's the traveling going? Hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well. Oh, you're awesome too. That's why we tease you. Because we love you.
Best hair on the internet. Culture.
That's right.
Y'all.
The light came down and the velvet robes parted and there was culture.
His hair alone.
You cannot have thin skin on the internet.
Right. Brings all the little forest animals, out into his bedroom in the morning.
He's got like the toga. He's got like the toga on, Yeah. Come to me, jungle friends.
Oh my God. The halo descends from on high.
Holy crap.
We love you, culture.
Joker Boys, what is up, brother? He says, I can't stay long, Loki. But hail, my brother in chaos. Hail, Puddin'. Milestone today, my 200th video dropped. Congratulations.
Well, congratulations, Mr. J.
I try and do that right. Hopefully I get close. Yeah. Toga. Yeah, toga. You know, you got the robes. You got to have the Greek robes because culture's like a philosopher. So, you know, you're like Socrates. My man.
Oh, yeah, instead of a halo then, he has you know, gold plated what are they? The laurel wreath.
The laurel wreath.
And besides that, toga covers a multitude of sins.
Well, there, what size fits all. There you go. You just
There
put
you
it
go.
on and adjust it, and you're ready to go. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, did you guys see the wish I could tag you all, but I'm on my phone. Oh, bro, I understand. I do that all the time, and I'm still trying to wake up. I guess most of you saw that tweet that Pat put out about the Jardins. God help me. I'm like, man, maybe that's why I have such a problem waking up in the morning now.
Yeah, I just saw that this morning and I watched it and I had to watch it again to make sure it was a real thing, that it wasn't a joke or, you know, like a bad Saturday Night Live skit or something.
I think most everything right now is a bad Saturday Night Live.
Well, when you have a medication where over half the commercial is telling you these horrible, horrible side effects and how not to take this drug, maybe either need to not take it or find something else. Just a little
when the side effects are worse than what you're trying to fight,
Right.
you know, you might want to not take it.
Yeah.
So last month, at the beginning of last month, when I was out, when Mike covered me those 2 Mondays in a row on 0 Hour, this is what they put me on, and I'm gonna share the screen. That way anybody who hasn't seen this yet, I'm sure they won't mind. I'm sure they won't mind if we share this commercial.
God.
So let's see. Can I go full screen? Yes, I can. That way we can see the scroller at the bottom that tells half the story.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I'm
that's loud.
well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell.
Can't read it with that cat up there.
At each day start, as time went on, it was easy to see. I'm lowering my A1C.
God.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
So groovy.
Jardiance may cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infection.
Oh my God.
A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with the sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with the big story to tell.
All right.
Oh my God.
All right. So here's the deal. And this is what they told me. No words or death. This is what they told me. This is a new medication to keep an eye out for any side effects.
Wow.
That's what my doctor told me. Then I went to the pharmacy. And you know what the pharmacist told me? Okay, so consult. Okay, do the consult. Hi, have you ever taken this medicine before? No. Okay, this is new. So keep your eye out for any side effects.
They don't tell you what they are. They just keep your eye out for any side effects.
Huh. Jardiance is French for rotting taint.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. You get yeast infections everywhere down there.
All kinds of words, just the perineum, yeast infections. I mean, all kinds of words thrown out in that commercial. And it goes by so fast, you almost have to. And okay, talking about being in keto. So what if you have somebody who is doing the keto diet or the way of eating, or however, I know people get triggered with the word diet, but y'all know what I'm saying. They're doing that, and then they don't say anything to their doctor. They don't say anything, and they go in and they get prescribed. It keeps talking about this could put you in keto, which for the condition why you'd be taking the pill is dangerous. What if you're already putting your body in keto and then you take that pill? Would something happen? I don't know. We don't know. That's the problem.
Double keto.
I mean, that could be, according to this commercial, for, if you've got type 2 diabetes or whatever your medical condition is, that could not be a good thing. So I don't know. I used to be on several different kinds of medications, and that's something that I learned about is you can't just dump your body with stuff and not see how it's going to react with other things. I kind of learned that the hard way, and these are things you got to look out for, but that's a big no for me.
Well,
on,
okay,
that medication.
So if you're diabetic, type 2 diabetic, type 1 diabetic, you should know this. You should know this. When your body can't produce enough insulin to take care of everything, it starts breaking down fats. Your fat cells starts breaking all that down, and you have a rise of acid in your bloodstream. So basically, your bloodstream becomes like a river of acid. That's what leads to ketoacidosis.
Okay.
So I mean, you're basically like burning your blood veins from the inside out.
Oh my God. Ooh.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound fun.
No. And rapid weight loss in a diabetic is often a sign of ketoacidosis.
Yeah, I had a buddy of mine. He was actually late onset type 1 diabetes. He was in his late 20s, early 30s when he found out, and he was in the hospital. And when they finally diagnosed him, he didn't know what the hell was going on.
Wow.
Yeah, sounds like zeropium. Yeah. Sounds like zero would be dealing with.
Well, it's a big
Dave Bob tried to do the.
Hey, Bob, bless your heart.
This rooster's beak just is not made for that.
God. Zero just needs to record that for you, Loki. You just need to have it as a little bing whenever someone needs a xenomorph growl. Just play it. There you go.
Yes. Yeah, we need to have it on a soundboard. I'm actually going to get a soundboard. It'll be after we move.
Oh, you should. Daryl has fun with his. He has fun with. Sometimes he'll just sit there spamming things on it. We just laugh our asses off. It is fun.
I'm going to redo the. I'm going to have an analog mic, analog sound setup, so everything will be the old 3.5 jacks.
Nice.
No USB digital, direct digital. Driver running everything.
Analog, like Arnold. He's analog.
Analog. Well, so was Kirk. He was on a log. Dave Bob, a xenomorph is a rooster, or Dave Bob is a xenomorph rooster. Could be.
I'll neither confirm nor deny.
Y'all know we lost one of our Dave Bobs around here, right? Did I tell you all that?
It run over?
Well, I don't know. There's two of them. There's two Dave Bobs running around my town. There's Dave Bob that's white and black, and he's like the lone wolf Dave Bob because he's always by himself. And then there's Dave Bob, the hoe, who's got his harem, and he's all prettied up. He's, orange and green and red. And he is a peacock of a rooster. Well, the lone wolf, I found, as I was driving by, he was on the sidewalk. It wasn't in the road. He's on the sidewalk, but he was gone. There was no bringing him back. And I just felt and that was Dave Bob 1. But Dave Bob 2 is still alive and kicking with his harem. Oh, I had to sneeze and mute. So
I have no idea what we're talking about. A cat?
No, no roosters. We got roosters around here.
I had no idea.
What? Loki, where you been? I put pictures of them. Yeah, there's two Dave Bobs. There are two roosters, two Dave Bobs. Dave Bob 1 and Dave Bob 2. Dave Bob 1 is no longer on this mortal coil.
Oh,
Dave Bob 2 is still running around, at least with 3 or 4 hens every time I see him.
the moral of the
So-
story is have a harem.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder if I went out. I wonder if I went out with a smile on my face.
I don't know. I didn't get that close to look. But the original Dave Bob is still with us, y'all, as we see here on this panel. But
Doing
yeah,
the boogaloo.
Dave Bob 2 is he's the only one I was able to get a picture of. The other Dave Bob, he was fast, but he wasn't fast enough for whatever got him in the end. But I was sad.
Happy day. Happy Dinosaur 8K. How are you doing?
Happy
Good
day.
morning.
Happy day.
HB8K.
I also thought she was talking about humans.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. No, roosters. My kids and I named our roosters
I
after
thought she was talking about cats.
the Dave Bob. No.
Yeah, I
Cat
never
got
knew
hit.
there were two myself, Chris. I always assumed
Yeah.
I was just one of a kind.
There were two. Well, it kind of, see, what happened is I originally named the one Dave Bob, the black and white Dave Bob. And then my kids told me one time, hey, we saw Dave Bob today. And I was like, really? I haven't seen Dave Bob in a while. And they were talking about the other rooster, Dave Bob. So I'm like, all right, y'all, Dave Bob 1 and Dave Bob 2. Because, they didn't want to change the name. They're like, no, that one's our Dave Bob. We don't know what Dave Bob you're talking about. Ours is the red one. And then I saw the red one in my backyard with the harem that time. And I took a picture and put it on Twitter. But I never did get a picture of the first elusive Dave Bob. So they're both Dave Bobs.
Dean Krantz says, I was tracking the conversation, but the confusion is glorious.
Welcome to my mind. Okay. Hey, what other town is lucky enough to have 2 Dave Bob roosters? That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying, on this show, last week she was a yam. Now she's a princess.
I burst out of my yammy cocoon, y'all.
If you're confused, I mean, you're right here along with the rest of us. Don't worry.
I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
Gun Bunny has it right. Gun Bunny has it right.
Bill TMNT just came in and heard people talking that Arwyn was talking about humans. Is she going cray cray?
No, roosters. Roosters. Love you too, Phil.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
I've been dipping into too many snozberries this week, I guess. Tig, I see you with the yams. I see you. I don't know, y'all. I just talk and I assume everybody knows what the hell I'm talking about. And I get just as confused when y'all don't know what I'm talking about. So
Queen Yam Yam of the Jaw Jaw.
Jaw Jaw. Yeah, Jaw Jaw.
Jaw Jaw.
Daryl. What? Daryl. Brought to you by the word, huh? Y'all ain't right. Oh my God.
I knew someone that used to do that all the time. Huh?
What?
On a more serious note.
Yes.
I didn't want to do like a whole thing about this today because it just popped up yesterday, and I don't want to go all YouTube talk because those are for Wednesdays.
Okay.
It's okay when stuff doesn't work out the way you think it's going to work out. I just want to say that. Shout out to all you crazy people that get on this platform every day and do what you do. But when things, don't work out exactly the way, you're trying to get them to, it's not the end of the world. Shit happens. Life happens. Mm-hmm. And that's a big one. Life happens. Sometimes things, don't happen the way you want them to happen or break down and just, fall to shit. That can happen to anybody. It's not the end of the world. Sometimes we got to tuck and roll and go with it. That's why I love Snowdub so much. Tuck and roll, bitch. Tuck and roll. Sometimes you got to tuck and roll and you just got to go with it. When life gives you lemons, fucking throw them in a blender and make fucking lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Bob has lost all meaning now. I don't get it. Mr. Tickle Trump, $2 super chat. Thank you for the super chat. But when Dave Bob lost all meaning now. You mean that because there's more than one?
Well, there was more than one even when there was just one. Rooster. I mean, there's the original, and then there was his Rooster counterpart. So, there
all
was
of the
3 of them.
pretenders, all
Right.
of the pretenders to my throne.
Oh, Tickle Trunk, that ship has sailed. Even if I wanted to at this point, I'm ingrained in myself. So
Yeah, you can blend lemons. You can blend anything. You can throw anything in a blender and blend it.
Yeah, but that peel sucks.
Yeah, just peel it beforehand.
my late husband used to have a saying: when life gives you lemons, take them and make grape juice, and then laugh as people try and figure out how the hell you did it.
Yeah.
And, at first I was like, what? But you can't get grape juice from lemons. And he's like, that's the point. You're doing something that people don't expect you to do. And I'm like, oh. And I thought that was actually pretty brilliant, because sometimes you're, like Loki said, things don't work out the way you want them to. And you're like, what the hell? What do I do now? Well, try something new, try something different. Or sometimes when people ask me, well, I've got this big situation and I don't know what to do, and I'm confused and I'm upset and what do I do? My answer is do nothing. One of the worst times to make big, major decisions or serious changes when you're confused and upset is to do it when you're confused and upset, because maybe you won't be coming at things from a sound, peaceful mind. So just wait a little bit. Just try and find some peace, wait, and see what happens. It's not easy to do, but I have found that's usually the best course of action. And then when you kind of calm down, recalibrated, find your center, then you can look at a situation and go, okay, I'm ready to handle this. Where do I go next? But anyway.
No, I agree.
Y'all are getting too philosophical for this early in the morning.
I'm sorry.
My head's not wrapping around it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, or ask Arlena. Yeah, call up Darth Arlena and say, Arlena, what do I do? I need your help. She'll give it to you straight with both barrels, man. Let me tell you, she's great to talk to. But just piggybacking on Loki said.
Well, I have always found that there's going to be a lot of downs in your life. Probably more than you're going to ever expect, but you just have to roll with the punches. At my age, I've rolled quite a bit. I'm kind of scuffed up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's... Shit happens, y'all. It
Shit
does.
happens.
It's such a simple saying.
For those of you who want the Alley Cat Day Bob.
I love it. I love that expression. Have gun will travel.
Where's my AR?
Strapped to his back. Oh my God. Oh,
I'll tell you one thing. Eris loves my AR.
She did.
Does she?
Yes, she did. She wants a rifle. She's like, I want the big gun. She called it the big gun. I'm like, it's a rifle. Big gun, rifle, big gun.
She's like, oh, that's a big gun, Loki. Shut up, big gun. I can see her with that easily.
Kind of like Van Halen. She loves my big 10-inch record.
Oh my God. So we get Eris down by the handgun range. And she's like, all right, pop, pop, pop. She goes down to the rifle range and she's sending iron down range. What was it? 25 yards?
Yeah. Well, I think it was 50 to the
50.
back. Yeah, to the back.
50 yards. At 50 yards, she's sending, and she's doing like extraordinarily well. She's never fired a gun before.
Wow.
So, I mean, she was doing really good.
Little Annie Oakley there.
Oh yeah.
That's impressive. That really is. That's my one regret. My one regret is not going to the firing range with my husband. He always wanted to take me. He's like, I'm going to take you and I'm going to get you, blah, 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 blah. And then he got sick and we just never did it. I'll get there one day, but, you know, he wanted to be the one to take me and introduce me to that world. But, you know, shit happens, y'all. So
shit happens.
Yeah.
Life throws lemons at you. You make, what did you, grape juice?
Grape juice.
I got to remember that.
Grapefruit juice.
Yeah, or
Grapefruit
whatever
juice.
fruit you want to choose. Yeah, and then so
Eris is the most natural, best first time shooter I've ever seen, literally ever. Yeah, took to it like a duck to water.
that's awesome.
Long range.
Women
She didn't like the
generally-
handgun, but
women generally are a lot easier to teach how to shoot because guys, they just, think they know better on everything. And you have to, break them down before you can build them back up. Or women, they just, it's like pointing your finger with a handgun. They'll kill you dead every time, first time out.
Well,
grape juice in a box. Mm-hmm.
With a straw.
With a silly straw.
and a little kick. That grape juice should have a little kick. Just a little.
That's why there are more by number female assassins and snipers than there are men.
Yeah.
Per capita, you got more female snipers than you do men.
Makes sense. Yeah, Arlene is going to take me. She's going to take me down to the gun range at some point. She's going to teach me everything. And then I'll be dangerous, y'all. I'll be a dangerous Arwyn. Oh my God. I'll have metal. I'm really looking forward to that. Yay.
And she didn't like the pistol. She didn't like shooting the pistol. She said it felt unnatural. But she got that rifle, and she was doing great groups with the pistol too. She just didn't like it.
I could see that because the rifle's kind of long and sleek, and you kind of hoist it up. The pistol's just, I could see that. It would feel like a weird extension of your arm, or like your hands, and pew pew. But I could get the rifle. I could understand why that would feel good to a woman. And no, that doesn't sound salacious, y'all. I'm being serious. But yeah, the balance and with our center of gravity and everything, I could see that.
You're already dangerous. That's too much dangerous in one place.
Tickle truck. No, I'm harmless. I'm a marshmallow, remember? I'm harmless. But yeah, I could see where the rifle would, and they're pretty. I know people got their pistols and they're like, "Ooh, look at this." I mean, my husband even named all his guns, but something about that rifle is just, it's beautiful, and I could see where that would be a jam. Ooh, lemon squares. I love lemon squares. We're all over the place this morning.
We can, I can see her with a bazooka too. Driving through a gas station in a pickup. Yeah, with everything exploding and like us on one wheel with her going, "It's global, y'all."
Yay! Look, the boom booms. look at the flames.
Louis Sparrow says, "I'd love to go down to the shooting range with you. Can't do it here." I know, it's so terrible. I hate that. Well, if you come to the U.S., you're more than welcome to. Next year, we're gonna do Valhalla Con again. So,
if you ever over here in the 50, you might be able to indulge in a lot of things that you can't do anywhere else, especially in the South.
Squirrel.
Hang on, y'all. I will be right back. I'm sorry. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah. Chris Persia says, "Actually, I can see Arwyn with an Uzi in each hand."
Yeah, I whenever I think about Arwyn now, I'm thinking about Arnold Schwarzenegger in Commando, and the old gal he was with has the rocket launcher pointed backwards.
Oops. Adega says, I want to go shooting with the Rooster. It's fun.
I would love to shoot with Adega. He's got some guns that I've never shot before. I would love to get a hold of that. Oh heck, I can't even remember what the name of it is. It's the ones they use in Stargate. SG-1.
P90
Yeah, I think so.
MP5. They used the MP5s early.
I think it was one later in it, so it must have been the
P90.
The ones that had the armor piercing rounds.
Mexican Army says, Luis, I will take you. Get over the pond to South Carolina. He says Carolina, but he meant Carolina. I totally see Arwyn the way of a less hammerless Thelma and Louise with Arlena, but instead of driving off the cliff, they end up in a spa. Yes. More harmless.
More harmless.
You want more harmless. Yeah, you want them to be a harmless Thelma and Louise, not crazy. Yeah, killers.
I hope it's a little bit more than 2.7 feet per second there, Adega.
And B5s are generic TV guns.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Welcome back.
Thank you. What did I miss?
You had a couple comments up here about
we were talking guns.
You and Arlena going Thelma and Louise, but in a spa.
Yes, that'd be amazing. In a spa.
In a spa. And Adega and Dave Bob going out shooting.
Yep. We're gonna if I ever make it up there, I would definitely look him up.
Shockwave said they switched to the P90 at the request of the stunt coordinators. Ambidextrous and controls and eject down so they don't worry about brass ejecting into another actor.
Yep. And also I love those magazines that they have on those things. I mean, you just slap that big old magazine on there. I think it has like 50 or 100 rounds in one magazine.
Good morning, Machini.
Hey,
Good
Machini.
morning. How are you doing, brother? Good morning. If you guys aren't subbed to Machini, go check him out. Machini Draws. Great channel. Great draw channel. Arlena won't let Arwyn drive. Have you seen the Fortnite clips?
Just let's watch her in GT Grand Theft Auto 5 and see how she does.
Don't panic are on the cover in friendly bright letters. Page 1 says mostly harmless. Page 2 is just a wine list. I believe that.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Yes,
we need
don't
to add
panic
that.
and always have your towel.
Don't panic. Always have your towel. Page 1 says mostly harmless, and page 2 just a wine list. Yes. Why is there a wine list? Because she likes wine. Yeah, but all of these are box wine. Yes. Point. The box wine.
Oh my God. That's great.
Dean has a good point. An AR is a little bit more effective long range than a P90. However, it's like anything else. They're made for different purposes.
We said the thing about Arwyn in the truck.
In the truck.
Yeah. Well, you got the whole Thelma and Louise thing. But you also had something else. I can't find it. I don't know. It was something like don't let Arwyn drive. That's why Arlena won't let Arwyn drive.
Well,
there it is. Arlena won't let Arwyn drive. Have you seen the Fortnite clips?
yeah, okay. All right, hang on now. Before you get it twisted, there are some vehicles Arlena in Fortnite will let me drive because she's like, I don't like the way they handle. So I think it's the little 2-seater sports car, the one that, when you accelerate, it goes boom. Is that one? She drives the truck. Well, it's just her not playing. She'll drive the truck, and then she's like, Arwyn, you drive that. So then I'll drive the other car. And we get where we need to go, and nobody's the worse for wear.
Mhm.
It happens. But no, I'm never going to live down that damn clip because I open my big mouth. That's the problem. I talk too damn much. I share too damn much. I'm a good driver. I'll drive. Boom. Oh my God. It's going to haunt me forever.
I'm a good driver, y'all. Just get in. Just get shit.
But God love Jester. He didn't say a word. He just went with, he was like, okay. He just went with the flow, and we got where we needed to go, and we were both alive. Didn't lose any shield. Didn't lose any health. We were fine. It was just a little exciting to get there in the process.
Bunkwater says, I just waddle around in Fortnite.
That's probably the safest way to be. Just, if you can hoof it, hoof it. Cars are dangerous, y'all. God. But I've been playing Hogwarts lately, so I've been playing some, Fortnite on Steven's community streams, and then some of us played the other night. But I've been waving my wand around in Harry Potter. It's been fun.
Oh, did that finally come out on what was it, PS4 or Xbox?
Mine's Xbox. Yeah. And I've been playing it every day since. Y'all, I got my bestiary last night. I've been feeding my beasts. I spent an hour running around just in the little bestiary.
La 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 la. Look at you, little bouncy furball.
I've been brushing them and feeding them for an hour last night.
Oh God, help me.
I'm obsessed with this game.
Did you get your bestials?
Not yet. I got my Puffskein, I got my Jabberwock or whatever they're called, and I got my moon calf. The thing purrs, y'all, when you brush it. It freaking purrs. I'm sitting there and I'm brushing it over and over and over and over again just to hear it purr.
That sounds kind of.
Oh, it's fun. No, I just got it last night, and I was like, oh my God. And see, you can run around in the bestiary. It's like a whole nother world. You can run around and you can collect supplies, and it's autumn in there. I mean, I was like a kid in a candy shop. I was obsessed.
I've been beating my beast, Arwyn Avalon, 2023.
Not beating, running around, feeding my beast. Although, oh my God. Okay. I gotta say this real quick. Little hint, little tip I found out the hard way. When you're going to collect your beasts oh my God, wait, gun prawn. Hang on. That is beautiful. See, that is long and slick.
That is a yes. I can't wait till next time. You got to bring that with you next time.
6.5 Grendel.
Oh,
good up to 1,000 yards.
Got to bring that with you next time.
That is, see, y'all, it's all about, the rifles. That's beautiful.
Mahogany Draws with the $10 super chat says, instead of Grand Theft Auto, let's have Arwyn do the simple B-class license test in Gran Turismo. The basic acceleration and braking test will end up her destroying the entire track.
Oh my God.
I can see that.
Y'all.
I can see that.
And what's funny, in real life, I'm a granny driver. Like if I have to drive some distance on the expressway and I got to go an hour or more, I'm the type that will get in one lane and I just stay in that lane for the entire trip until I have to exit, just putting along. I'm a very defensive driver because, people are whack.
Thank you, Mahogany.
And they'll hit you. But real quick, for those of y'all are playing Hogwarts, and I found this out the hard way, when you're going out to collect your beasts, do not have a damaged weapon, damaged spell in your spell lot, because you have one little spell wheel, and it's for all of your utility spells, your damage spells, all your spells goes in one little wheel, and you can only have 4 of them. Well, I had my bag that you have to collect them in. I had my Leviosa, because sometimes you got to Leviosa them, then you can collect them in your bag. But then I had a freaking fireball spell on there. I don't remember which one it's called. and I accidentally fireballed a little moon calf before I could get him, and it scared the entire herd. So don't be killing the beast, y'all. It's not good.
Shockwave, this is a 458 SOCOM.
Ooh, purdy. Look at it. That's nice. It's got a scope on it.
Of course.
Oof, Dave Bob, you're just dressed to the nines with that thing.
Having a fireball out, though, is better than having abracadabra.
I haven't gotten that yet.
Oops.
I haven't gotten that yet. Yeah, I haven't got any of the dark arts yet. But I torched that poor little thing, and it squealed, and I just felt so bad. I meant to capture you in my bag.
Dean saw my reloading gear. He's kind of envious.
Oh, I bet. I bet. It's, those things are beautiful. They really are.
Wait till Arwyn gets a unicorn.
I know, right? I want a unicorn. I want 2 of them so they could breed, make me a baby. I want a little golden baby unicorn.
It squealed? Yeah, it squealed.
It did. It went wee. And I was like, oh shit. I just torched the moon calf. I was so upset. Couldn't even stay in the area. I just got
It's
one.
cool
and
that
left.
you got the chance to play it. I know you'd been waiting on it.
Oh, I'm loving it. I mean, I'm loving it. And I'll spend an hour just flying around. I mean, y'all, it is a gorgeous game. These people put a lot of care and they looked at the lore. I mean, it is, if you're a Harry Potter fan, and even if you're not, even if you just, you enjoy it, but you're not like, I mean, I'm a hardcore Harry Potter fan. It's beautiful. It's worth the money because the place is huge. It is massive, but it's not something you're going to do in a couple of days. Oh no. It's going to, because I'm going to play all 4 houses too. Yeah, I'm one of those min-maxer people. I'm going to play all 4 houses, do every quest. It's going to take me probably a year to get through this game. But it's fun. It's a lot of, and it's beautiful. God, it's a beautiful game.
Harry the Potter.
Harry the Potter. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's hard though when I'm trying to play it and I'm trying to watch streams at the same time, especially if they're other game streams. Because it's like I've got my headphones kind of down around my neck, so I could kind of hear what's going on in the game, but I could also hear what's going on in the stream. And it's like, my focus is divided, but it's a great game.
Has anybody played the new Star Wars game, Jedi Survivor?
I have not. I haven't seen any streams of it, but they may be. It looks good. From what I saw the trailers, it looks pretty.
The problem is that most PCs are having huge amounts of difficulty actually playing it. Doesn't matter what you have. You could have the most over-the-top rig imaginable. You can have one that costs twice as much as mine, and mine's pretty damn expensive. And it still has issues that they haven't been able to fix yet. So
I thought they came out with a patch the other day.
They did. They did. They've come out with a couple patches since it launched. It still cannot hit targeted FPS ranges, which means that you've got slowdowns, you've got all kinds of stuff. The PS5 version is supposed to be better, and that's what most people are streaming on. Anyone streaming on the Xbox has to get it off of a capture card.
What engine is it running? Is it Unreal 5 or what?
No, it's the EA Frostbite, whatever.
And is that because it's a really beefy game, or is that because of the mechanics that it's just?
I think it's just the coding is not.
The coding, that's.
Well, there is a very simple solution. It's called Electronic Arts. But,
oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, Prince Jay Zhao was streaming it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing it. I'll have to go over to his channel and check it out because, like I said, it looks beautiful. Just I've not personally seen anyone do that, but that's good to know. That's good to know.
It's not optimized for PCs. Yeah.
I was hoping X-Wing would do it, but I know he's kind of a little disillusioned right now with Star Wars. So I don't know if he's planning on it or not.
Who isn't at the moment?
Yeah, that's.
Or Marvel.
But I try and okay, and to be fair, if it was Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, yeah, those are kind of my jams. But like when Rings of Power came out, I didn't so much that the shit dumpster fire that thing was didn't affect how I feel about real Tolkien, because to me it wasn't real Tolkien. It was so far removed from real Tolkien. It was almost like I was immune to it. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
But it might be different if somebody bought the Tolkien estate and then put out shit after shit after shit after shit saying, this is the new Tolkien. This is the real Tolkien. Yeah, I could see where I would get war weary over that. And I'd be like, all right, y'all need to stop. So I totally get it. You know, I've been bummed out about Star Wars too.
Grim and Machiny says it's in the Unreal Engine. Sorry, I figured it was Frostbite since it was EA.
Mm.
And it's 4, and that's a pretty stable engine too. So if it's screwing up, they got problems.
Well, some people say it's de novo ruining everything. I think it's just it's shit optimized. It's not optimized for PC. It's made for consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should have been well optimized. Yeah. So I don't know. I liked the first one. I thought the first one was pretty cool. Story was cool. It was a fun game. Respawn outright refuses to use Frostbite. Frostbite doesn't work with non-battlefield titles. That screwed up Madden. That screwed up BioWare with Mass Effect Andromeda. Gotta love that Frostbite engine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dean Krantz said, Arwyn, they lose when we become ambivalent to Star Wars because we do not care at all. The fans will walked away completely.
Yep.
I agree with that.
That's pretty much the way a lot of people are. I haven't cared anything about Star Wars in quite a while.
Yeah, new Star Wars is after Kenobi. And now, to be fair, I did watch a couple of episodes of the new, season 3 Mando. And I was just like, y'all.
I didn't even watch it. After, what they pulled with Gina Carano, I just said to hell with it.
Dogwood wand, Penny, that's not. I'm Gryffindor too. Gryffindor.
Slytherins are where it's at. It's the green and silver you want.
Well, what's funny is I've seen a ton of Slytherins play the game online. I've seen a ton of Hufflepuffs. I think, did I see? No, Jester's Ravenclaw. He hasn't played it online, but he's Ravenclaw. But I haven't seen any Gryffindors. I'm sure they're out there playing online. I just didn't see any. And I didn't realize, of all the people I knew, how many Hufflepuffs and how many Slytherins I knew that were actually playing.
Gryffindor.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I think Mark's a Gryffindor too. So I'm like, well, one day if I can ever figure out how to stream it, I will, because we got to get our line pride out here, y'all.
I think they sorted her in the wrong house, though.
I would have thought she was Slytherin.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
But
she's got this moral code. So
that pesky little moral code, Loki.
Pesky little moral code that she is very passionate, and that Slytherins can be very passionate. Slytherins can be very passionate beings, but she's also got this like, this is what's right and this is what's wrong, and how dare you do this wrong shit. So
I think if I wasn't as concerned about what other people think, and as nice as I am, and I had more ambition, I'd probably make a pretty good Slytherin at my core. Because y'all don't see any Slytherin sides of me that much, but no, I'm pretty much Gryffindor. I would either be Gryffindor or Hufflepuff.
It's the red hair.
Yeah, when
it's
those
a dead giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dead giveaway with the red hair.
And I've had people say, well, I would have thought you would have been a Hufflepuff over a Gryffindor. Gryffindors are kind of badass, and I'm like, well, Ron Weasley was a freaking Gryffindor. And, he's what you call a clutcher. You know, he's all, oh my God, bloody hell, Harry, you know, during the day. But when the rubber meets the road and you need some serious wizard chessing right there at the end and you need someone to tackle that shit, Ron's always there. When, you know, when shit gets real and gets rough, he steps up and he does what needs to be done. And I think that's the kind of Gryffindor I am. You know,
Marty,
have fun
Hufflepuff's
until
not
then.
pathetic.
No, not at all.
No.
Hufflepuffs are amazing.
I think there are a
Hufflepuffs are
few
great.
reasons why people want to be Hufflepuff. I'm a Hufflepuff. I have no problem. They just care more deeply than anyone else.
Hufflepuffs are loyal.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with being a Hufflepuff.
They're strong. They're loyal. They're the ones who will, you know, go against the grain to protect their friends and be there for them. And, you know, and they're smart. I mean, yes, there's Ravenclaw book smart, but Hufflepuffs are like that common sense smart. You know, they're kind. Oh, shut up, Daryl. No one asked you. That's why I'm a Gryffindor, because I fluff, don't fart. That's right there. Slytherins will say, I will fart in your general direction and I won't give a shit and you will like the smell. Me, no. I'm going to go over my little corner. I'm going to fluff and no one's going to know about it. Thank you. Just saying. Putting that out there.
I'm actually kind of lost. I've never watched any of the Harry Potter movies or read the books.
Oh shit.
I don't know what the hell y'all are talking about.
Bob. Oh, you broke my heart. It's all right. It's just, we're nerds.
Mr. Tickle Trunk says, I know what a snake is, Snape, and what a griffin is, Gryffindor, and what a raven is, Ravenclaw. What the fuck is a Hufflepuff, though?
Well, it's a fluffy badger. It's a fluffy badger. But you know, see, okay, this is kind of interesting. Badgers are really, really cute. When you look at badgers, they're just, oh, they're so pretty and they're so sweet, and they just kind of look at you and sniff. But damn, they have they have an angry streak in them. If you get badgers riled up, they will fuck you up, y'all.
Claws.
Yeah. Wolverines are part of the badger family. And
Yeah,
we all know about
badgers have
Wolverine.
claws.
Yeah. So don't mess with the badger. Don't mess with a Hufflepuff. I mean, Arlena's a Hufflepuff. You know, she's got that ooey gooey Pisces center, but she'll cut you if you fuck with her and her friends.
Daga's got that right.
Yeah, there's no arguing with you on that one, Adaga.
Snort Boobs Cuber says badgers are bastards.
They can be. They can be ornery if you mess with them or they're a little dead. Just leave them the hell alone and, you know, you'll be fine.
One thing I do want to go over before we get out of here, one last topic I want to go over before we get out of here. We've always said since the beginning, ladies and gentlemen, keep your physical media. Keep a hold of your physical media. Bob Iger announced they're about to take a $1.5 billion drop from pulling content off of Disney Plus permanently. And this is content that Disney will not be releasing on physical media.
Ooh.
We have no idea what it is. We have no idea if it's old content. We have no idea if it's new content that just came out. We have no idea what it is. But they're gonna take a $1.5 billion drop in the bucket to pull content off of their streaming service that will not be sold. There will be no physical sales. So whatever it is, if you don't have it, and you can buy it, you know, physically get it, maybe now's the time. I don't know if you want to go pay for Disney shit or not, but they're pulling. I think you missed some skulls. Did I?
Yeah.
They're going to be pulling content.
Well, the problem with that is I don't even think they know what they're going to be doing.
I was going to say, are we going to get a list of what they're pulling?
Not yet.
So if
This
you
is
like
all-
something, go ahead and buy it physical, is what you're saying. If you like
Yeah,
it,
get
you want
your
it, buy
physical.
it. Just
Get your
okay.
physical media. Make
The
sure
way-
you have it, because you
Yeah.
never know when they're going to take it away, and it's going to be gone forever. So what's happening is Disney Plus and Hulu are combining. like we always said they were going to, which they said they weren't going to, but yeah, it's too expensive to do both. So they're going to combine Disney Plus and Hulu into one thing.
Mm.
So it makes sense, but they're also going to remove $1.5 billion worth of content off of Disney Plus, I guess, to make room.
Wow.
But they're bolting it, which means you may never see it again.
I wonder if they're doing that to boost physical media sales because they know people are going to go and buy things if they are going to be vaulted, or if they're doing that to kind of sweep away the old and bring in the new, or a combination of both. We'll boost our physical media sales by doing this, but we'll also make room for other stuff that we want to do. I don't know, though. I find it interesting that they're doing that at all. Maybe we're just trying to shake things up a little bit.
That's true. And AG's sound is a point. For most people, those may be gone, but with the internet comes archivists who will share. Nothing they can do about that. No, absolutely nothing they can do about it.
It's already out in the wild. It's going to stay there.
Well,
Louis Sparrow says they're already combined in the UK because they don't have a Hulu.
Oh, okay. And yeah, there's some Disney things I've bought on platforms like Vudu and Amazon. I've bought the digital versions of them. So I haven't, but I agree with physical media. I think we need to get those to have it in our, because, the internet, Skynet may launch one day and we may have no internet. So,
Besides that, without the physical media, if it's just digital, they can change that at any time.
That's true. That's a really good point. Good point.
And okay, so Voodoo is owned by what is it? Fandango? Is it Fandango? Whoever owns Voodoo owns Disney. Disney owns them. So Disney owns Voodoo. So if they do a takedown, Voodoo has always said, we will keep a movie up even if it is no longer for sale. We will keep it up so you can watch it.
Okay.
However, last year, Amazon broke that rule. Amazon took something off of it. Even if you owned it, you couldn't access it and you couldn't watch it.
See, that's theft, in my opinion. If you pay for something and it's in your library, then damn it, it's yours. And whether it's nixed or not, they don't need to be taking it because either that or they need to give you a refund. Otherwise, that is theft.
It wasn't Amazon's choice. And the same thing happened to Sony last year. Sony sold movies through its PlayStation Marketplace that you had to have downloaded it. And they sent you out warning. They sent out a warning and said, look, if you have this movie, this is what's going on. We did the best we could to try and keep it so you could watch it. This is not our call. If you can download it to the hard drive of your PlayStation. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to watch it. It's out of our control. So I doubt that something like that would happen to Voodoo, but that doesn't mean that Disney couldn't change what you have.
Looks like Mexican Iron Man is Team Dave, Bob.
I don't know Shiloh shit about Harry Potter either day, Bob. Not one book, not one movie, and never will.
Chris, Mr. Tickle Trunk, I get what y'all are saying, paying for the license, but frankly, I think that's bullshit. I know I don't own the movie. Like when you buy a physical copy, yes, you're basically same thing. You don't own that movie. You just own a copy of that. I get that. Digital should be the same. It is a transaction. If you have purchased it, then you have the right to keep that in your little library for as long as you want it. Yeah. We are not owning the rights to the movie. I get that, but I that's wrong. Just because it's in a different medium than a physical copy does not make it any less a legal transaction. And if it's in my library, it should stay in my library for as long as I want it until I choose to delete it.
Yeah.
That's my feeling on it. Because to me, it's the same damn thing as if you buy a physical copy. I can't take that copy and I can't say, okay, I own Moana, the movie, so I'm going to, do what I want with it and I'm going to own these rights to that movie. It shouldn't matter if it's physical or if it's digital. I bought it. It's mine. if you're going to remove it from that site, it needs to stay in my library. Does that make sense? That's just the way I see it.
Well, you know what Disney says about that? Daryl Hannah's hairy butt, you do.
Mm-hmm. Well, then
people-
I guess
some
I'm going to
people
stop
get
using
the
those sites
reference.
if they pull
Some-
that
Some
crap.
people will get the reference, some won't.
Furry butt. They replaced your butt with a furry butt. Yes.
Yeah. Then they need to refund my ass. That's all I'm saying. They need to refund me then. If they're going to pull a movie that I have purchased, they need to refund me.
And this right here.
That's my
If
feeling.
companies don't want to sell their movies, where's the harm in sailing the high seas? You're not stealing money from the company. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm sure as shit not going to pay any of these people for the right to stream. So
Yeah.
it's just not happening. I buy movies. I buy movies all the time. A lot of the times I get a free movie over on Vudu because I bought the hard copy. I've got almost 1,000 titles on Vudu. That's crazy. At least to me it is anyway. I'm like, holy shit, how could I have that many movies on there? Well, every time I buy one, through at Walmart, Best Buy, there's a couple of them, because I use like a login when I buy stuff, it automatically adds that to my Vudu catalog. So instead of having to go home and pull out the little slip and enter the code, it just automatically does that.
Yeah.
It just automatically adds it to my library.
Yeah.
So I've ended up with this huge library. And I'm just like, well, what happens if, Vudu goes away? Oh, well, your movies are saved to this, and this is saved to this. And now we've connected your Amazon and your Vudu and your movies anywhere. And it's like, okay. It becomes harder and harder to keep track of everything. And God knows when it's going to just go away.
Well, I guess I'm going to be downloading a hell of a lot of movies, aren't I? I got to figure out how to do that.
You better get you a lot of storage, because those movies take up a lot of space.
Can I put them on a thumb drive?
You
Can I
can
do
put
that?
several of them on there, but when you're talking hundreds or thousands of movies, you better get terabytes and terabytes and terabytes.
20 terabyte hard
All right,
drive.
you're breaking my brain now. You're talking numbers. It's just like, eh. All right, I'll figure it out. But yeah,
You need to get tech support on that.
Or my cheap ass could just spend $10 for the physical copy. Which I think is what I'm gonna do on some of those, Disney movies. And yeah, y'all, I still, Legacy Disney especially, I still love it. They're not gonna ruin my childhood. They're not gonna ruin my joy for a lot of those things. They're not. Ooh, yeah, Arlena.
Bram Stoker's Dracula. Watch with Just Repute. They changed some of the lines of the movie. Are you serious?
Why? It's a vampire movie. What the hell? What could they possibly change? What does he have to ask consent now to drink someone's blood? I mean, what? What could they change?
Probably something that just offended someone's modern sensibilities. It's got to be for the modern audience. Everything has to be for a modern audience. I get so damn tired of hearing about that crap. Modern audience. It's made for a modern audience. Screw you.
Yeah, that's buzzword. That's buzzword.
Larry, the man's so nice, you got to say his name twice, says Disney and others have been creating artificial scarcity for their movies by pulling them from the catalog for years and then reissuing them later. It's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's very true. What's my favorite? Marvin the Martian. Marvin the Martian, Brandon. Dave Bob's is obviously.
I think you know.
I'm a Taz girl. Oh, I love me some Taz. And Pepe Le Pew. He's such a romantic. He may be stinky, but he's a romantic stinky. Gotta love him.
Modern audience just means it needs to be made for a major blue state.
Yeah.
Did before we get out of here, did any of y'all see the announcement? It was last night. So obviously Hollywood has a lot of finance behind it. I'm trying to pull up exactly who this guy is. So there's a finance guy in Hollywood. He's a multi-billionaire, huge Hollywood financer. This guy pays for movies and makes movies and all kinds of shit. Multiple, hundreds of billions of dollars. The guy's got money. Says all of his money will go into making sure that Biden is reelected president.
Huh.
Okay.
He's the top
Good Lord.
financier in Hollywood. He's their top money man. He pays for all kinds of shit. And I was
Right.
just talking yesterday morning about the fact that the government is putting tax money into these movies. So basically, you're getting to make these movies for free. Rust was not, Alec Baldwin didn't have to pay for anything with Rust. That was all being taken care of with tax breaks given to Hollywood. So basically, they paid, that movie was free to make. That's why it was so rushed. That's why you had issues during it. That's why everything felt so rushed and why they were pushing everything to get done so quick. They had promised the crew that they would house them at that ranch, and they didn't end up doing that, which he could have done out of pocket with his own damn money.
Oh yeah, easily.
You just pull out that, that Black American Express card and go to town. But why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you when the government's giving you millions and millions and millions and millions and hundreds of millions and, billions of dollars in tax money, tax credit money and tax breaks and basically paying for your stuff to get made?
Yeah.
Why would you want
then
anybody
they
else?
turn around and use that money and just pour it back into the Democrats' pockets.
Well, here's my question about the tax breaks. Are these legal tax breaks that anyone can access? Or
Okay,
are these special tax breaks, just you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours kind of tax breaks?
No, this is Hollywood. This is California stuff only.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay, I gotcha.
What you've got is, let's say you've got, and this is hysterical because Disney has also used this, which it's not supposed to. For anybody that knows about the COVID relief, there was this thing where the what's that LA basketball team? The LA
Lakers?
Lakers. Thank you. I'm
I
not
can't believe I know that.
not really a
Okay.
basketball guy.
Well, I've
So
seen
the
Chevy
LA
Chase
Lakers,
movies, so.
the LA Lakers allocated $300 and change million in PPP funds. Now, these are small business loan funds that were supposed to help companies get through the pandemic. This was not for a company that makes billions of dollars, multi-million dollar. This isn't for a multi-million dollar company. So they immediately draw $300 something million out of the PPP funds that they had to pay back because they're not eligible, but they gave it to them anyway. A lot of these tax breaks are for small budget little movies, but Disney's been getting them. Paramount's been getting them. All these major distribution companies have been getting access to these taxes for a percentage of their movie that they're not supposed to be getting these. These are for small budget like indie films, but they're getting tens of millions and billions of dollars from the United States government with tax breaks and grants and all this money that they're not supposed to be getting. Because this money's set aside for small productions, for indie films, and they just get access to them anyway. It's the same thing that happened with the PPP when the pandemic hit. So basically, these studios have been riding on tax money that you pay out of your pocket to produce movies that it doesn't matter whether they break even or not because they're already ahead. I mean, you can say why all these movies? Why have all these movies continue to be made when they're not making money? They are, because the movie basically has been paid for with your taxpayers' money. If the movie's paid for, all they have to worry about is the ad revenue. They're
Yeah.
making ad money. So they put their ads out there. They put the ads for their stuff. They pay for that, and that gets picked up. That gets paid for, and they're not out anything. They can continue to make shit.
Huh. Well,
Yeah, and Chris says they were always designed for the large studios. They merely made it look like it was for small indie producers, and they've taken advantage of that. And
Yep.
it's a bailout.
I'm not surprised. I wish I could say that shocks me and I can clutch my pearls and get the vapors, but I mean, if at the end of the day, if people are going to studios are going to find these breaks and work a way to use them, they're going to. My problem is, fine, if you do that, then you better put out a stellar, awesome production that takes care of your people, your crew, your actors, everybody, instead of the Baldwin mess that we had. If that's the kind of crap we're going to get, and that's the kind of people are going to die because you're using these tax breaks and you're trying to rush it and you're trying to, then no, that's wrong. You need to have priorities when you're dealing with people.
I absolutely agree.
But yeah, people are going to find loopholes and they're going to do what they can, and it's all fun and games till somebody gets killed. And then I mean, in a nutshell, that's where it's at.
You can put your eye out.
Yeah, you can. No A++ for you.
There's money to be made by intentionally, strategically making failing investments. That right there.
See, call me simple, but that's so dumb.
That's a convoluted way to look
It
at
is, and I'm not talking about you, Dave. I'm talking about, you're right. We're going to strategically make this fail so we can make money. That's just foreign to me. I don't get it.
All they're actually doing is they're taking money out of your pocket and putting it in their pocket. And this is the government I'm talking about. I'm not talking about anything else. It's basically just money laundering.
Just be honest, do a good job, and put out a good product. It's not that deep. And people will be happy and willing to pay for it. Yeah, exactly. And they'll still keep doing it. It
Makes no logical sense to me either. It does. No. It does if you look at it at the point of the government is paying for this. So when you have someone, the largest money man in Hollywood, saying we have to get this person reelected, and that person has been doing side deals with them and been basically just funneling money into, can you say Ukraine? Yeah. Funneling money into their business, and you've got Ocasio-Cortez doing what she's doing, and it all starts to you start to open your eyes a little bit and go, this has all been I'll scratch your back, you scratch our back. Make our movies for free, and we'll throw your ideology out left and right. No problem. Just give us money. Just give us more money. It always comes back to the dollar. It's all that seems to matter to these people.
That's the real politics. And I've said it before. The real politics, y'all, is not the campaigning. It's not the red, white, and blue. It's not the get out there and, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do for you. No, that's the kabuki theater. The real politics is all the behind the scenes bullshit that we never see.
Oh,
this kind of stuff.
It's going on. I mean,
it's this kind of stuff.
It's always there. That's why they call DC the swamp. That's why they call it the swamp.
Yep. And that's why I hate it.
They have sold their soul. They have sold their soul for money. All politicians have sold their soul for money.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's gross. It's underbelly, and it's gross, and it's, I want no part of it. But obviously all of us have a part of it because of this kind of stuff. Who knew?
Well, people actually know what's going on. They just don't give a damn anymore. There's just too many sheep out there.
Yeah.
Guys, we're getting out of here. Arwyn, do you have anything going on tonight or this weekend that you would like to throw out there and get people?
Let's see. I'll be on BackTube for a little bit tonight. I don't know how long the stream's going to go, but I'll go on there for a little bit.
If you see me, I might be screaming Link. Link, Arwyn, Link.
Tomorrow, usually, if Fat Steven does the Fortnite community stream, I'm usually there. Tomorrow night, BackTube as well.
Thank you again, buddy.
And let's see. And then next week, of course, Sugar and Spice on Wednesday. Well, BackTube on Tuesday, and then Sugar and Spice on Wednesday. And then I don't know where the hell else I'm going to be. We'll see. So, yeah.
All right, guys. No late show tonight. Mike is traveling. He's going to be hanging out with Psychodorf 9. So no late show tonight. I don't think I will be back until Monday. There was going to be a stream with McKinney, but that is getting rescheduled. Wonderful brother found out that he's got his weekends back. So hell yeah. Cha-ching.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun. So McKinney's got his weekends back. Congratulations, brother. That's getting rescheduled. So I think that's it. I don't know. I might be back for something. I might pop in somewhere. But until then, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. I guess wash your hands. I think I heard Culture say that the other day. Wash your hands. Good hygiene. Yeah. And be excellent to each other. Treat each other with a modicum of respect, because that's all some people ask for. Take care, everybody. Have a great one. See you Monday.
Bye, y'all.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.